Hear, 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 hear. Hear ye, hear ye. What's good with you? Can y'all hear me? How you doing tonight? Yo, 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 yo. What's good, everybody? How you doing today? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. What's up? How you doing? For you to break for the anime scene. Oh, shit. All right. Yo. So I've just been stewing on stuff today. I've just been stewing and watching things play out, you know? I probably won't read the chat all that much right now just because I'm just going to talk. Just because I kind of have to vent. I kind of have to get everything out. I kind of just have to, just say some stuff because today was sad, man. Today was sad. It was just sad. Sad watching everything play out. And there's been things brewing for the last couple weeks. It's just been odd. Everything just seems off. Just seems off. It feels weird. It feels weird, man. So let's just rewind. Let's just rewind to the beginning of how I am here. Check, check. Check, check, check. All right, cool. All right, so that got a little weird. Sorry, I muted my alert box and it muted everything. All right, so this is how I came to be, and this is gonna tie into the story well because I kind of want to preface this with a little bit of history here. So back in February of 2020, I created my channel, and I created my channel with no other motivation besides I love music. I love music. I love talking about music. I love, making music and putting it out there and sharing music with people, breaking down songs and hearing what other people think of them, hearing their opinions on it. This wasn't about any kind of clout, any kind of money, anything. This was all, I love music. I just want to have a platform where I can share music with people. So I created my channel, and I had no ulterior motive. And then things started happening. When the Poppin' Challenge happened, that was big. The Poppin' Challenge happened. I was at around 1,000 subscribers, a little bit less than that, but not a lot. Not many people knew that I made music. They just knew that I, talked about music, and a few people had heard it and commented and it was like, yo, let's get Gats in this contest. So I entered, and lo and behold, people liked it. It popped off. I ended up making the finals. You guys know all that. That's pretty well common knowledge at this point. After that happened, it was weird because I didn't gain a ton of subscribers from the KSI thing, right? I didn't gain a ton of subscribers from the initial, I made this video and it blew up with 40,000 views. I gained maybe 200-300 subscribers, something like that. I still wasn't anybody in this community. I was just beginning, stuff like that. And then after that happened, I came in 13th in the Poppin' Challenge voting, whatever. And then Crypt hit me up. And Crypt was like, yo, I want to put together a cipher. I want you on it for the Poppin' Challenge finalists. And I was like, okay, word. Cool, let's do it. He hit me up a couple times and spoke to me like a real human being. He didn't speak to me like he was my superior. He didn't speak to me like he was this huge person with a ton of subscribers. That wasn't the energy that I got. That wasn't the energy. He was just a real person. And I can get that vibe from a lot of people. I can pick up on people's energy. And so Crypt kind of welcomed me into the community with that. The Pop-In Cypher happened, and it was a huge deal, and everybody loved it. The community rallied around each other, and it was awesome. It was awesome. And all of a sudden, I was in this community. I was a part of this community. I was not, I haven't been in this for a long time. Haven't been in this community for a long time. But I've watched this community for a very long time. I was watching Shizzy and George Watsky and D Pride and Dumbfounded and all these people when I was in high school. Early high school, bro. Early high school. And just dreaming, looking up to these guys and be like, bro, that could be me one day. And then all of a sudden it was. And I was in this community. And I started to realize that there was a little bit, there was some people who didn't move the same way that they perceive or they put out there online. I started watching people's videos and streams and Twitter DMs, and then I meet them, and they're not quite the same. They're not quite the same. And so I quickly found my people. I found the people that were real and authentic and were themselves on camera, off camera, on Twitter, in DMs. They were always the exact same. They were always the same. And, those were my people. Crypt being one of those people. You guys know I'm super close to Postcard. You can love or hate Matt, but he's himself. You can love or hate most people that I associate myself with, but they are themselves. I'm always myself. I keep the exact same energy with everybody. Anybody can vouch for that. If you guys have talked to me in DMs, have talked to me on Twitter, have seen me on stream, have watched my videos, I am the exact same across the board. If you've met me in person, I'm the exact same, bro. The exact same. That is what I love about people. I love people who keep the same energy. Who keep the same energy. That's a real human being to me. It's a real human being. And so I started to watch this community slow down, in a sense. It didn't feel the same. Reactions aren't doing as well. Streams aren't popping like they used to. Music isn't coming out that feels motivated as much. It feels different. And this is the part where I want to get you guys' opinion. Something has to change, or this community is going to fall apart. So what has slowed you down from associating with the YouTube rap community as a whole? What has given you pause and stuff like that? And while you think about that, while you stew on that, I'm going to continue talking. The whole thing came up with Crypt's tier list, and that happened weeks ago, bro. Weeks ago, he put that tier list out. And I wasn't included on the tier list, but he mentioned me beforehand. Here's the thing about tier lists, opinions, reactions, top 10s, top 5s. I don't care if I'm in yours. I don't, because I don't make music for clout. I make music because I love music. It is how I've lived and breathed for the last 15 years of my life. It is what brings me alive. It is what makes me happy. And it's what gives me, it brings me joy. It brings me joy. So I don't care if I'm on your tier list. I don't. I've never cared about that. I appreciate anyone who throws me on there because they took the time to recognize what I do. But I'm never going to get upset if you don't. I'm not. I'm never going to get upset if you don't react to my music. I'm never going to get upset if you don't like my music, because music is so subjective. Music is 100% subjective. If you don't like me and you like somebody else more, that's totally cool with me. That's totally cool. But here's the thing. Crypt is one of the most genuine people out there. It really is. He's really genuine. Anyone that has met Crypt, talked to Crypt, he's the same person on and offline. He's the same person on and offline. He is, man. He is. He's the exact same person. And one thing that frustrates me, one thing that super frustrates me, is he has put a lot of people on. He's put a lot of people on. He really has, dude. Really has. Um, he brought a lot of people into his house. That's a different level of connection, man. When you bring somebody into your house with your mom and your dad and your family and your cousins, it's just hard, bro. Like that is a whole level of commitment or a whole level of like connection that you feel with somebody. And then when somebody stabs you in the back after that, that sucks. That sucks. Crypt is a good dude and he cares. And a lot of people care. A lot of people really love what they do. But there are people that get frustrated. There are people that get really frustrated because they're not included in different things and they're not, put on lists or they're not put in your top 10 or whatever. And that just seems goofy to me. The whole tier list thing, getting upset about not being on tier lists, not being on top 10s, not being in top 5s, not being, somebody's favorite is goofy to me because it's like music's subjective. Music is really subjective. And yeah, there's really not any way around it. It's like music is subjective. If I might hear a song on stream and be like, man, I really didn't like that. And then somebody could be like, yo, that was the best song I've ever heard. It doesn't make my opinion any less valid. It doesn't make your opinion any less valid. That's why I always encourage people when they're on my streams. I'm like, yo, my opinion isn't fact. I can speak from a musical theory perspective, and musical theory, you can't really work around it. Like, music theory is a thing for a reason. There are rules that you can't really break, but if you know the rules, sometimes you can tweak them. It's weird. It's so weird. But if I say something, you're not supposed to agree with me just because it's me. I want you to agree with me if you agree with me, and I want you to disagree with me if you disagree with me. But if you disagree with something that is said, it's weird when you go behind somebody's back. It's weird when you go behind somebody's back. That's the weird thing to me. That's where it gets weird. Is if I'm cool with you and you're upset with me, just come talk to me. That's the whole thing. Just come talk to me. It's not a thing, man. It doesn't have to be more than it is, and it became way more than it was today because people decide to just talk and diss people and get upset with people, and then instead of confronting the problem straight on, just talk behind the other people's back, dropping names and a lot of disrespect. And I want this community to be whole, man. I want this community to be whole again. If the YouTube rap community is going to be a huge thing, and I'm not one to speak on the YouTube rap community, I'm just one person. This is just my opinion. I love people. I love everybody that has ever listened to my song, has ever listened to my video. Hasn't? You're still people. This whole thing isn't for clout. None of this was ever for clout. Because if this was for clout, I'd get a lot more upset about things that aren't important, things that are petty. I don't know, man. I just want this to be, I want it to feel right again, and I don't know how to get there. If you guys know, I'm going to read through all these suggestions when I get done. And again, I'm literally nobody. I'm not a huge part of this community. But I'm just one person that I just needed to talk, bro. I just needed to talk. That's the facts. I just really needed to talk. Man, I love Crypt and I love, all my friends. I've met amazing people doing this. Met amazing people doing this. Had the best year of my life. Best year of my life. It's just, it's sad to watch all this play out because of ego, in a sense. It's sad to watch all this play out. I don't know, man. I might do live reactions tonight. I haven't decided if I want to. I haven't decided if I want to. I'm just in a bad mood, bro. I'm just in a bad mood. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I watch, like, you know, the anime rap community is thriving. And they're just boys. They're just bros. You know what I'm saying? They're just bros. That's so sick. Like, shout out to those guys. They found the niche, and they just do what they love. They do what they love, and they talk about what they love, and it's dope. It's dope. Yeah, man. Just be real with people, y'all. Just be open and upfront and honest with people. And also just if you see things that don't feel right, you're allowed to say something, you know? I kind of keep my head down and I just roll and I make the best possible music because that's what I'm in it for. I'm in it to make fantastic music. I make music that I love, that I would listen to, and I just rock out, man. I'm there for my boys. If you're there for me, I'm there for you. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever talk to me, if you ever have a conversation with me, if we ever meet in person, if we ever chop it up, bro, you better believe the energy that you get from me there is going to be the exact same energy you get from me everywhere else. You're going to get the exact same energy from me always. Always. Always, always, always the same energy. And I would not be here if it wasn't for Crypt. A lot of people wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Crypt. So, yeah. Yeah, man. I'm going to hop out. I love you guys. I'm going to read through all these comments because I know that a lot of you put your heart and soul into what you were saying and had very good suggestions, and I want to read those. And I truly want to, like, digest those and absorb what you had to say because I want to make this channel as good as it can possibly be for you, because this is a place where we can talk. This is a place where we can be open. We can be ourselves. We can have opinions, bro. We can have opinions about music. Yo, I rock with this. I didn't rock with this. I rock with this. Here's why. That's what this channel's always been. Watch my freaking intro. That's all I ever say. So yeah, y'all. I love you. Have a great night. You're fantastic. I might go live tonight. I haven't decided.